to the stadium. There it is, resplendent. The sun has literally just come out as you come back to us. The final day of athletics. The relays conclude today, kicking off with the women's 4x4 before we wrap it all up with the two 4x100 meters. First of the relay finals, the women's 4x400 meters. Poland looking to defend the title they won in Chengdu 2 years ago. Away we go then, the final of the women's 4x400 meters relay. Poland heading off with Kinga Gaka, who was part of the heats for the mixed relay, in which Poland also tasted glory in that inaugural event at the World University Games. There she is, flying down the back straight, and is going well already, is already making up ground on the woman inside her, who is Malepo of South Africa. Got to the semi-finals of the 400 meters individually and was part of the quartet that took silver behind Poland in the mixed 4x400 meters relay earlier in the week. The Indian going out there in the blue is Bij Kumar. She will hand over to a woman who was fourth in the mixed relay, Zala, as they come to the first change. We'll see the real gaps when they come round the first bend and they can break from their lanes. So then Poland have handed over to Weronika Bartowska, gold medalist in the mixed relay, and she was a member of this gold medal winning team from 2 years ago in China. And she's going well, but on the outside, some really good racing from the Germans. They've got a huge lead at the moment. Not sure how many people were expecting that. Poland in silver medal position at the moment, with South Africa behind them, I think. India, excuse me. So then the South Africans quite a way back at the moment. The Germans, Morgenstern was on the first leg. Mona Meyer will hand over to Sabrina Heil. It's a terrific first couple of legs from the home Germans. However, the Polish are beginning to make up ground. So it's Germany, Poland, India, followed there by Canada. South Africa at the moment, second to last. South Africa now with Anastasia George. South Africa, who were fourth in the final 2 years ago, have got an awful lot of work to do, but they're beginning to do it now as they head towards the 200-meter mark here. So dangerous to go off too fast in a relay, and then suddenly you get leggy down the straight. But she's had a good first 200. Now she keeps to keep it going. Out front, though, the battle. Germany still leading, but the defending champions, Poland, have halved that gap over this leg. The final change. Yasmin Amadacho takes on the baton for the Germans, with Alexander Formella, another of the gold medalists from the mixed relay and the women's relay from 2 years ago. Just missed out on a medal individually, but she is now reeling in Amadacho. This is the business end. It's as tight as it's been for the whole race. There's a real battle royale going on behind them. 4 teams in with a chance of getting that bronze medal, and at the moment it's Canada's who are in the prime position to take it. Up front, though, Germany are going to hold on. It's a sensation here in the women's 4x4. Germany take the gold. The defending champions, Poland, are deposed and have to make do with the silver, and Canada take the bronze medal. An astonishing result. Germany, gold medalist, 3:29.68. Poland are no longer the defending champions. They take silver. And Canada taking the bronze, with South Africa recovering from a poor start to finish fourth.
The 4x4 men's relay final,
in which Turkey are the defending champions in Chengdu. And they've come back with the same team again. Away we go then. Well, Poland lost the women's title. Will Turkey be able to do better in the men's? They go off in lane 4. Kulibay Enshu has the baton in hand. He was a 400-meter runner here, didn't get past the heat, and is being pulled in by the Hungarian Shanad Szochowski. Meanwhile, out wider, Poland's Daniel Sotysiak, silver medalist 2 years ago with a gold medal in his pocket from the mixed relay, and a place in the individual 400-meter finals, overtaking Joe Gant, who was a member of the American side who were in the heats. He dropped out of the final where they took the bronze medal. He hands over to Xavier Donaldson, who was in that final in the mixed relay that got their place on the bottom step of the podium. Turkey, meanwhile, have handed on to another man who was in that mixed relay heat, Ismail Nezir. That's the Hungarian Zoltán Zall, who is on the curve and doing well. The Indians, that's Aswin Lashkanen running tremendously well. However, Poland out front at the moment. Turkey trying to come through into second place past the Indians. For Poland then, the handover goes from Marcin Karolowski to Viktor Robel. The other change in this final lineup for the Poles. They have a 5-meter lead at the moment. The defending champions, though, have got away from India. Berke Asham now, the 400-meter hurdle champion this week. Part of that champion-winning team, as all his teammates were from 2023, and is beginning to haul in the pole. Behind them, it's Hungary, then the United States of America, with India rather fading somewhat back down to 5th. Here we go, the final change. Poland lead, then Turkey. The USA and Hungary leave at the same time, and India, good change for them, has brought them slightly nearer to them. Canada, and then at the back of the Belgians, which is not something you get to say very often in a relay. Poland beginning to lose ground. Hungary up on the shoulder of the Turks as they hit the 200-meter mark on the third leg. Terrific running from Asham, but now he's got to keep it going. Poland still leading. The Hungarian just losing his balance there a little bit, Arpad Kovac. And the Americans coming back into it. This is a terrific leg from Ryan Matalonis. The 400-meter hurdle silver medalist behind Asham. And it's gold for Poland. What a finish. Blanket coverage at the end there. But it's Poland who take the gold ahead of the United States, with Turkey, the defending champions, on the bottom step of the podium, this time for the bronze.
The women in the triple jump final, all lined up, ready to go. Davronanova, no jump on that first round. 14:30, season's best. Oh, and look at that. That's well over 14 meters. She knows it. She gets the green light and squeals of excitement and satisfaction. No jump in the first round. The wind has changed around. They're all positive winds now behind. She took advantage of it and sailed over that 14-meter line. 14:33. Fantastic jump. Puts her well in lead at this early phase in the second round. Owusu, Australia, 13:76 in third place after the second round. And then she went that little bit further in the third round. Good speed, good control. Shoots those legs out. Third round jump for Owusu. 13:86 goes into second. New personal best for the Australian. Suja currently in third, the Czechian. Fifth jump. Oh, now, is that an improvement? Could be moving up into and threatening Owusu. the Australian who set a personal best of 13.86 in the third round. Susha currently behind that with 13.82. 13.89 literally leaps into the silver medal position. So here we have confirmation of that triple jump final. Davronova of Uzbekistan, 14.33 personal best. Susha second, 13.89 Czechia personal best. And then in third place, Desli Owusu, 13.86 bronze personal best.
The men's pole vault.
This is Bondor of Hungary. Pass at 5.50, first attempt at 5.55. Bondo will go into the lead if he gets over this. Oh, good clearance by Bondo. Good shout too. Got a best of 5.70. We like the shouts. I like the shouts anyway, as they come through my earphones here. Watch it. Look at the concentration on Bondor's face. He's strapping at the back of that left hamstring. And he knows. 5.55, and look, leaps literally into the top position. First attempt at 5.65. Yep, but he's over. 5.65 clearance by the Latvian, up towards that, well, it is a season's best, 5.60. He's done higher indoors, but outdoors, 65 will be a season's best, and he's comfortably over. He just says, that's how you do it, guys. And the crowd applaud. Third attempt, Guttormsen of Norway. 5.75, be a new personal best for the Norwegian. Oh, and he goes over. What a great jump that was. Third time clearance for Guttormsen. He's got a new personal best, previously 5.72. Now all that tape and that black stuff, isn't it worth having really black sticky hands if you can get over 5.75? I'd say so. The 24-year-old from Norway goes clear. Look at this. Early plant, leg shoot up, push off. And that pole, despite all that tacking, came out of his hands and he sails over. Gold goes to Norway. Guttormsen, Simon Guttormsen. And there's confirmation. Personal best for Guttormsen, 5.75. Chris Silver with 5.65. Bonda 5.55. We've got the women's hammer throw final. 12 competitors went through qualifying yesterday, 2 qualifying groups. Kilinen of Finland, first round throw, qualifying 66.50. That's a good opening throw from the Finn, close to that left-hand side of the sector. And it's not a problem if it stays in, it's only a problem if it touches that white marking. Goes from, if you look at it from the back, from the right to that left side. Good pull though from the Finn, and that's going to put her up the field a little bit again in these early stages of the first round. 67.80 up into second place, above Tuthill of Ireland. Tuthill, sixth and final attempt. She's got the silver, fast in the circle. Tuthill, oh, look at that. Not quite good enough, but it's a better throw for her to finish on. Tuthill very fast across this, very athletic Irish hammer thrower here. What a great throw that is under pressure. Breaking the tape at 70 meters. You can see that yellow mark, that's Zhou's 72.40. 69.98 for Tuthill. Reinforces her position in that silver medal position. That's a good throw, and now we have the gold medalist having a last throw. She got the bronze in Paris, in the Olympic Games in Paris last year, and she leads and takes the gold at the World University Games. Zhao Yi And, oh, look how high that's gone. Oh, and that's an improvement. Nice and relaxed. She got the goal, comes out, smiles, raises her hands. The crowd have been fantastic. Two Germans in this field finished 4th and 5th, just out of the medals. But the Chinese hammer thrower takes gold, 72.40, and then that last round throw, 72.80, just to be confirmed. There you go, 72.80. Confirms her position at the top of the women's hammer throw final, and she takes gold. Tuthill takes silver, Killinen, the Finn, takes bronze.
Last two finals on the track then start with the women's 4x100 meters. Here come the Germans. They've already got a gold in the 4x4. Can they? Women at the 4x1. The quartet of Wieland, Preppens, Fetch and Ernst. All relay specialists, none of them ran individually in this competition. But they can really shift a gear in the relay. Switzerland in lane 5 with the 200-meter silver medalist Leonie Pointe on the second leg, added to Bertigny, Caligiuri and Becerra. The Turks also ran a national record in the heats with Akay, Sila, Osisti and Ceylan back for more in the final. Australia, Georgia Harris, the 100-meter gold medalist on the first leg, followed by Edwards, Inkster and Milat. For women, a huge cheer for them as they launch themselves into the first leg of the final of the women's 4x100 meters relay, and going well immediately. The Australian Georgia Harris, the gold medalist, has given Australia the lead, going down the back straight to Christy Edwards, who was 5th in the 200 meters. Australia have lost a bit of ground on that, though. There's a problem out wide for the Poles with the changeover. We'll find out about that later. Coming flying through, though, the Swiss in the middle. They might have the lead coming into this final leg, but they're being chased after by the Australians. Soraya Becerra up against the Australian Jessica Milat. Who will it be? The Germans coming as well. It's going to be a blanket finish. Oh, it's absolutely tight as anything on the line. Well, I usually sell myself there with a guess at who's won, but boy, oh boy, that was tight. Australia have been given it by 1/100th of a second from Switzerland. So then let's take a look at this. Well, they put Georgia Harris on the first leg, and why wouldn't you? She's got a fantastic start, and it set them on the way really, really well. Down the back straight, the 200-meter racer. This is the longest of them if you get the changes right. Harris to Edwards, Edwards to Inkster, who was a 100-meter semi-finalist, handing over to Jessica Milat, who was a semi-finalist in the 200 meters. And look at the way they overhaul the Swiss. Nothing that Soraya Becerra, who wasn't involved in the individual events, could do to stop her from coming through and taking the gold. There are the Germans, maybe not quite as smooth as they managed in the semis, but still a very, very good run. And they were catching on the last 50 meters or so. Terrific speed being shown by Jolina Ernst, but out by a meter. It's Australia who take the gold medal in the women's 4x100 meters relay. A first for them in this event. Switzerland take the silver medal, and Germany surprise with the bronze. The final of the track and field program of the 2025 World University Games in Rhine-Ruhr. South Korea then, with So Min-jin Noamdi Jolin, Lee Jae-sung, the 200-meter bronze medalist, and Kim Jong-jun. They're in lane 7. Strong South African quartet inside them. Led off by 100-meter semi-finalist Kyle Zinn. Then Rashid Desengwe Malenga on the second leg. MT Mtinkulu, who won a mixed relay gold on the third, and then bringing them home, coming in, Bayanda Walatsa. And Thailand, silver medalist last time out, with Amadom, Soleil, Himayad, and Puripol Bunsong, who was rested for the heat, but the 100-meter silver medalist, 600th of a second behind Walatsa, comes in to anchor them home. If they can be anywhere near the South Africans as they come off the final bend, it could be fireworks in this final race. Here we go. Kyle Zinn needs to get off to a terrific start in the green and gold of South Africa, and he's doing well, but going out really well outside him is So Min-yun of the Republic of Korea. The first change is away, and they're off down the back straight. On the inside, running well, is Saleh Mohammed for the silver medalist from 2 years ago. Round the bend, the South Africa, it's the mixed 4x4 relay gold medalist, and Tunikulu who has it, and now it's in the hands of the double gold medalist, Bayanda Walatse. But look what's going on outside them. Korea are going to take the title ahead of South Africa, and it's a photo finish between India and Australia for the bronze. What a piece of relays. Baton changing that was from the South Koreans. All eyes on South Africa and a possible treble, but it just goes to show how hard it is. So a first title in the 4x100 meters relay for Korea Republic, and a first medal of any kind in this event for India. There's the first baton change. Absolutely, doesn't get much better than that. Hand out, he's gone before you know it. Round that bend. And then the final one, just as good. And the title stays in Asia, thanks to Korea Republic. The South Koreans on fire in that. Fabulous stuff. Confirmation then of a first 4x100 meters gold medal for the Republic of Korea. South Africa unable to give Bayanda Walatsa the treble he was craving. They get the silver, and India, with an historic medal in this event as well, get the bronze in the tightest of finishes, edging out Australia by mere thousands.